Good morning, everyone. It's 11 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, and that means it's preschool time with Miss Jen. I'm so really excited to hang out with everybody this morning. We're going to wait just a couple minutes to let people get signed in and ready to roll. Today's class rocks. Yay, rocks! So we're going to be having fun with rocks. And of course, because I'm going live this morning, Art Kitty shows up. Because, see, there she is. Because that's what she does when I'm on live, Facebook Live. Hi, sweetheart. She ignores me all the other time. But I turn my camera on, and there she is. So I'm going to make her go away because I'm petting her, so she'll probably leave because she leaves when I... She's even staying while I pet her. Now she's going to drink some water. Yep. Drink the water. She's a pretty cat, but she's not real keen on people. Good morning, Ann Kelly. How are you today? I'm glad you are here. We've got about 4 more minutes and we'll get started on our rockin' projects. We're going to make rock dominoes today. We're going to make rock faces. And if we have time, we might make some rock. My mind went blank. Don't you hate it when that happens? Some rock monsters, because I love rock monsters. I think they're so much fun. You can give them so much personality with just a few things. Love it. Good morning, Chris. How are you today? I hope your knee's getting better. I need to come by and have a chat with you and just see you and spend some time with you. There's Art Kitty's tail. She's still hanging out. All right. 3 more minutes and we'll get started. This is probably my last week for doing Tuesday preschool, because June Zoom camps start and we'll have fun with Miss Sydney next week. The preschoolers will. So I won't be doing a video because I'll be helping Sydney get everything together for her kids. And then a couple weeks of June Zoom camps and getting the Art Center building ready to reopen. Then we will be all about summer camps. Yay! If you're watching this video, summer camps. We are doing camps by Zoom during the month of June. Not just because it kind of rhymes, but you know. Thanks to Corona mitigations, we decided to have June be a buffer month, so that if we weren't allowed to have an on-site camp, we wouldn't have to reschedule and rework everything. So hopefully our county will get to go green and have some restrictions lifted this weekend. That would be very exciting. But starting June 29th and going through the week of August 10th, we are having on-site camps at the Community Arts Center. And I'm going to find my newsletter so I can tell you what camps we have. Maybe I'm going to find that newsletter. Here we go. It's my working copy. The first week is Travel to Craftopolis. It's all about cars and trains and boats, maps and tourist destinations and the kitsch that you can buy at a touristy destination. It's gonna be some fun, and it also sets the stage for our collab lab, our collaborative display that we make all summer long, which is going to be houses from different parts of the country. So, different styles of houses. Some are make-believe, some are not. That's going to be dictated by the theme of the camp. So, travel to Craftopolis is going and is the camp for June 29th to July 2nd. There won't be any camp on Friday because we figure people are going to be heading on vacation for July 3rd for the 4th weekend. Okay, the next week, bugs and butterflies. And this is all about the wackadoo structures of bugs, their crazy eyes, their flamboyant colors. It's going to be so much fun. July 6th through 10th. The next week, July 13th through 17th, is A Tale of the Sea, Pirates and Mermaids. Now, Ken Robb is the fused glass instructor at the Community Arts Center, and the kids are going to make some fused glass projects with Ken's help. So he's kind of our guest star for that week. We're excited about that. July 20th through the 24th is Fairy Tale Camp for elementary kids. But that same week, we also have Into the Woods, which is our musical theater camp. And it's all about fairy tales too. So we're having all of our kids do fairy tale fun stuff that week. The week of July 27th through the 31st, I can hardly wait for. It's DIY for kids. We are going to have these kids nailing. They're going to have screwdrivers. They're going to have power tools in a very safe way. We're going to be very careful with what they're doing so that they can safely learn how to use power tools, because knowing how to use a tool safely is so important. So we're going to get our kids into this DIY lifestyle that I love so much. All right. Then Neon Colors and Blacklight is August 3 through 7. And we are going to have a room completely blacked out, black lights, neon paints. It's going to be fun. So much fun. The last week, August 10th through 13th, is So Long Summer. I think this year, more than any year, our kids are going to be so excited to start school, they can hardly wait for it. So we're just going to have some of the favorite projects that we've done all through the summer and revamp them so that they're saying, summer was great, let's go on to fall and go back to school. So, that's our summer camps. And now, it's time to get started. I took way longer doing that, but as you can tell, I'm a little excited about camps. All right, let's get rolling. All right, so the first thing we're going to work on is making rock dominoes. And I just went out to the garden yesterday and pulled rocks out of my garden. Serves two great purposes. So, and then I clean them off and let them dry, and we're ready to roll. You're going to need however many dominoes you want to make. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count them with me. Let's see how many rocks I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, doing sign language there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. This one's not quite dry, so I may or may not use it. So you're also going to need paint. Now, if you have finger paint, that'll work. But I'm going to use crafty paint today. And I have, this is from a salad kit that I buy all the time, and it's perfect for a paint palette. And then you're going to need a paintbrush. This one is about a 1/2 inch flat paintbrush, but whatever you have, let's use it. So I'm going to put a little yellow paint in here, a little blue paint, and before I get started with this, I need to fix my computer. I don't have my live stream on there, so it makes it a little hard for me to reply if anybody has a comment or a question. Now, while I'm doing that, be thinking these 3 colors are on the color wheel, and they're important colors, and they are called, what are they called? If you remember, type it in. I'll give everybody a minute to figure it out. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, that's enough of that. They are primary colors. Primary. Prime means first. Optimus Prime, those of you that are into Transformers, Optimus Prime, he is the big #1 Transformer. All right. You know, you're also going to need a little bit of water. And my water is over here. Dip some water out. Now I have water. All right. So we are going to paint half of these rocks one color and the other half another color. So I'm going to get my paintbrush a little wet. Let's shift you guys. There we go. I've got my paint. And boys and girls, this is in my studio, and my desk gets painted on all the time. I scrape the paint off sometimes. So if you're painting somewhere in your house, be sure that there's something under your art project so you don't get paint on family furniture. That would not be good. All right, so I'm just putting some paint on rocks. Now I'm going to do about half of these rocks with some blue on one side. Should I make another color besides red, blue, and yellow? I think I should. Oh, Cassie's here. Hi, Cassie. I'm glad you're here. Cassie lives all the way out in Nebraska. We are painting rocks. Woohoo! I'm going to make, I feel like having some orange. So I'm going to make some orange. So I'm washing out my paintbrush. So I don't want to get blue in my yellow, because then I'd get green, and when I tried to make orange, I would get an ugly brown. There are times where brown is pretty, but when you're trying to make orange and you get brown, that's not fun. All right. Oh, yeah, there's orange. So I made red. I mixed red and yellow and made orange. So I'm going to paint half of this rock orange. And for parents, this is an easy project for early preschool, late toddler to work on matching skills and patterning skills, which are very important for math. So go for it. Okay, now, oh, I only did one rock with orange. What's up with that, Miss Jen? Let's get a little more orange on here. Now, if you get your paint too wet, like I just did, more rock than paint is going to show through. If you guys use finger paint or washable paint to do this, keep your rocks inside. If you use craft paint that is an acrylic, you can put these rocks outside and they could decorate a garden or something fun like that. So you could, after they dry, use Sharpies and write messages on it and leave it someplace so that maybe someone that's lonely or sad might find a rock that says love or hope on it, and you could make them feel happy. All right, there's another orange one. I'm gonna wash my brush out again. I have a big jar of water just over here, and I have a little one here. Okay, blue, orange. Now I think I want to do some yellow. So I'm going to put some yellow on one of these oranges, and I'm not trying to cover the whole rock. I'm leaving that section in the middle not covered. I'm going to do one of these blue rocks with some yellow on it. And let's see, I'll put some yellow on this one. One, two, three yellows. I'll do one more yellow. All right. Now, I'm going to wipe out this orange that I used so I can make another color. That's a nice thing about using acrylic paint. All you have to do is wipe it and you're ready for another color. Wash out my brush, dry it off a little bit. Now I'm going to take, I'm just going to squeeze some yellow in here. That'll be easier. Now blue is a stronger mixing color. Oh, look at that green. I love mixing blue and yellow to make green. All right. Let's see. I'm going to take one of these rocks that has yellow and put some green on it. And I like the way green and orange look together. It makes me think of marigolds in the summertime, because marigolds are orange and yellow and their stems are pretty green. All right, we'll put some on the blue. So red, yellow, and blue are primary colors, and green is a secondary color. Prime means first, and secondary is second. So when you mix prime colors together, you get a secondary color. Let's see, I'm going to use this green up and do another green. And then I'm going to make, then I'm going to do red. Red. Yeah, red. It's fun to make decisions while you're painting and do it the way you want to do it. And that's the fun part of art. You get to do the things you want to do. Now I'm going to do, this one sticks up. And so I'm going to do the sides of it also. So I've got some red on that one. I'm going to put some red on this blue guy. And the rocks don't need to be the same size. You can have bigger rocks and smaller rocks. And parents, if you want to work on sequencing, you can have kids sort the rocks by size. So there's so many activities you can do with this once you have these created. that are fun and learning activities. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this out again. I have to make sound effects when I'm doing things. All right, now I'm gonna mix blue and red. Blue and red. And this is gonna make purple. I think we're gonna need more red. I got a little crazy with the blue and it got too dark. All right. Now we've got purple. So I'll put some purple with the orange. And put some purple here on this big rock. So in our dominoes, we have all of the primary and secondary colors. We have red, yellow, and blue. And we have the secondary colors, which are orange, purple, and green. Washing out my brush. Okay, I've got one last rock that only has one color on it. I'm going to use red because I've got a lot of red. So we'll just use it up. All right. Now, if you have paint on your hands, like I have paint on my hands, this would be a good time to wipe them off with a paper towel. And I'm going to wipe mine off. I'm going to set my paints where they belong. I'm going to wipe out my paint tray because I'm done painting for now. It's always good to clean up, especially art supplies, because they can make a big mess if we don't clean them up as soon as we're done using them. And if we want our families to be happy about us doing artwork, then we better work at not making big messes. All right. Now, this isn't completely clean, but I will finish cleaning it up. At least this way, nothing's going to get paint on it. And this is going to get thrown away. All right, now, oh, look at Miss Jen's hands. They are all painty. That's one of my favorite ways to be, is to have paint on my hands, because it means I've been doing what I love. You know what else I love? Hanging out with you guys. All right, so now we have dominoes. It doesn't have numbers on it like regular dominoes, but we can still play with these. They're still a little wet, but I'm going to play with them anyway. All right. We've got space to play now. All right. So if I start with a blue and yellow, I need to find a blue to put on one side and a yellow to put on the other. So I'm going to put blue and green. Let's see, I'm going to come this way. And then I can match yellow and orange. How about orange and green next? I haven't used a purple yet. And this can make a cool pattern out on a sidewalk outside, or let's see. Oh, I got paint on my hands with that one. Or in the garden. If you use them in the yard, be sure you pick them up so when someone mows the yard the next time, it doesn't fly out. Uh-oh. What have I done? I have red and purple left. I have purple and orange left. And I have blue and red. And I only have green. Oh no! Let's move this one and put purple. Then, or I'm not purple, hello. Is that purple, boys and girls? Miss Jen lost it, didn't she? Blue and red, so I can match the blue to the blue. And the red, oh, I've got another red. And I've got purple. And look, now I can use this one again over here. So I've used all of my dominoes. So another game we can play with this is to line up all of the orange. Here's one orange. There's another orange. And there's another orange. Let's line up the reds. Red, red, red. And now let's do the blues. Blue, blue. Oh, we're going to have to take this one. Blue. I like playing with color. I like it a lot. So this is playing with dominoes. All right. Let's talk for a little bit, because I have a question for you guys. And while I'm talking, I'm going to move my rocks over to the side. Ooh, I'll just put them in my desk drawer right here so I don't have to bend over. All right, so I like going for walks in the woods. And when I do, I like to pick up rocks and see what's underneath the rocks. Because there's all kinds of crazy, creepy, crawly things that live under rocks. Now, you have to be a little careful when you're doing this, because some creepy, crawly things want to bite you. Most of them just want to get away from you. So, I thought I would get more paint on my hands. Yay! I thought we could draw things that hide under rocks. So, we're going to go back down to my desk, and I have a black marker and some yellow paper. And we're going to draw some things that live under rocks. So, if any of you want to help me out and put a message about things that hide under rocks, I would love to have your input on this one. All right, here we go. So, what hides under rocks? I know ants hide under rocks. Ant bodies have 3 parts, and they have 6 legs. That's not right. That doesn't look right, boys and girls. You know what? I think ants have just a teeny tiny little. There you go. That looks more like an ant, doesn't it? And they have little antennas. And there we go. There's ant. And here's how you spell ant. What are some other things that live under a rock? Oh, here's one. This is one you have to be careful with. Careful with, careful with. 2, 3, 4. Spiders. Spiders have 8 legs. There's its eyes. Spider is spelled S-P-I-D-E-R. Spider. Okay, so I always called them pill bugs. I know they have another name, but these bugs curl up into a ball, and all of their little legs are inside. And I love to play with these bugs. I'm just gonna say, I do like them. So I'm gonna write pill bug because that's all I've ever known to call them. Ooh, I don't know exactly if this is gonna turn out real good because I'm just drawing on the fly without looking at a picture of one. I love it when I find a salamander. It's a kind of amphibious lizard. There's its tail. And have its little feet come out this way. And feet here. And feet here. And there's its little tongue. I don't know if salamanders have tongues or not. A lot of the ones where I live, the salamanders are black. And it's, for me, it is like gold when I pick up a rock and I see a salamander under it. I just think they're such cool animals. So, salamander's a big word, but I'm going to write it. Oh, what else lives under a rock? Ooh, Chris says a worm. That's right. Well, worms are easy to draw. We're going to make this worm. There you go. Worm. Thanks, Chris. I know. I'm going to need a different pen for this one. That's for sure. I'm going to draw and see if you guys can tell what this is. Does anybody know? I needed a little pen because I knew I was going to be drawing lots and lots of legs. It's a centipede. Oop, switch pens again. I know, my words are backwards. I keep forgetting. Centipede. So these are all things that we find under rocks. There's a lot more things, let me just tell you. All right. So, if you draw pictures like this, you could cut out shapes like rocks and cover them up or draw them on the back side and then play a matching game with someone. So that could be a really fun way to work on your memory skills. Memory skills are so important. You know what? Let's just do this. We have time. I feel like we need to hurry, but we have time. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's an ant. Now I'm going to get another rock and make another ant. And if they're not exactly the same, no one cares. I moved a rock the other day and found a whole colony of ants, and all the little babies were down there, and all of the other ants were moving them because it was an emergency evacuation. It was very cool. Okay, now I'll make a spider. This one's going to have a really fat abdomen. And I'm just going to put an S for spider. That way, we can learn that spider starts with the letter S. All right. Now, oh, here we go. Let's do a worm. Oh, it's twisting all over the place, that worm is. And that starts with the letter W. I'm going to give it a smile. There you go. That worm is a happy worm. Can you see that smile? And another worm. And a smile. If you're making a worm, you make it however you want to make it. Because if you're doing the project, it's your way. And if you know what it is, that's what's important. Okay. Centipede. I have to make my noises to draw. These legs are going to go the other way. Centipede starts with the letter C. Should we make a picture of a bumblebee as I'm doing the sound? Should we do bumblebees under a rock? Do bumblebees live under rocks? No, they don't. So we won't make one for bumblebees. All right, here we go. Salamanders. Here's the tail and the body. Oh, I just thought of another animal that lives under rocks. A snake. All right, let me make a second salamander. And when you're out in the woods, if you move a rock and you see a salamander and it doesn't look much of anything like Miss Jen's drawings, I'm okay with that. These drawings are a little on the crazy side. But you know what? You get the idea. I think a dog tried to chew his leg off. That leg is pitiful. It's bad. But this salamander is happy anyway. A lot of salamanders have polka dots on them. They're speckled. So I'm making these speckled salamanders. All right. Now, this is going to tap all of my resources to be able to draw a snake. But here we go. It's going to look an awful lot like those worms looked, people. But a snake starts with the letter S. And a worm starts with the letter W. There you go. There's a snake. And he's got his little tongue sticking out. All right. This snake is looking pretty sad too. Boys and girls. There we go. His neck, I think someone stepped on him and then he ran away. You know, most snakes are more afraid of you than you are of them. All right, so we have worms and ants and snakes and centipedes. We're going to turn these upside down and see how Miss Jen's memory is. Oh, I forgot to put a C on the centipede. All right. This is scaring me a little bit, boys and girls. It's scaring me. What's under the rock? Ah, it's a snake. Whew. Let's see. I wonder where the other snake is. Is this it? No. That's an ant. Ant and snake. What's this one? It's a centipede. Oh, no, that's a spider. Centipede and spider. I can hear some of you yelling. Oh, snake. Where was that other snake? Was it over here? Or here? I think this is snake. It's snake. I gotta win. So, this is how you can create a very good, fun, easy matching game and work on memory skills and insect identification and just have some fun. So next time you go out on a walk, let your kids flip over some rocks and see what nature they can find under it. Oh, Chris, I just now saw that you told me to draw a centipede. Our minds, they're like one. Okay. Let me get a little something to drink here because my throat's all tickly for some reason. That's some good coffee. All right. Let me look at my list to see what we do next. We made our rock dominoes. We talked about what you find under the rocks. And rock faces are next. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. All right. I have to get some rocks. Just a second. Here's one. Now, you can do this with paint, or you can use your markers, or whatever. I am going to use Sharpie markers today, just because they were closest when I was gathering supplies. And I thought, the dominoes I painted, let's use something else. Because why not use a wide variety? Okay. So I'm going to need 2 rocks for eyes, 2 rocks for ears. How many rocks do I need so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I need 1 for the nose. That makes 5. And 1 for the mouth. 6. I need 6 rocks. Let's see what I have. I'm going to get some extras. Okay, and we'll see why in a little bit. Let's count our rocks. Come up a little higher so we can see all the rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 rocks, but I only need 6. So 10 minus 6 is 4. I'm going to take 4 rocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now I have 6 rocks. Now I'm going to look at rocks to see what kind of looks like facial features. This one I think looks like a nose. Let's just see. It's a really big nose, but it is shaped like a nose, isn't it? And I think, because I wear glasses, mine have to be a little bigger. These are going to be my eyes. And here's my ears. And, oh, should I make a little mouth? Or a big smiley mouth? I think I'm going to make a big mouth. It fits for me. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm going to start working on the mouth first, and I have a white pen for teeth. So, oh, you guys are still looking at me. Down we go. All right, here's the mouth. Move, rocks. Now I'm going to make some teeth. Then when the teeth dry, I'm going to come and put the rest of the mouth around. Maybe some red lips, because I like to wear lipstick that's bright colors. So there we go. There's my teeth. Cha-cha-cha. All right. Now, oh, while I've got my white pen out, what else do I need white for? Eyes. I'm going to make eyes. Now, eyes are kind of like ovals. I think they need to be a little bigger. I just realized I was holding that in a way that you guys couldn't see what I was doing. Miss Jen. All right, I need to shake and get a little more paint going down into my paint pen. All right. Now, boys and girls, you need to be careful if you ever use a paint pen, because if you get this on your clothes, it's not coming out. So when your parents say, don't use that, then listen to what they say, because maybe they don't want to spend the money to buy you new clothes just because you couldn't listen. Okay. Two eyes. All right, I'm going to set these aside so this paint can dry. So I have part of a mouth and part of 2 eyes. I'm ready. Oh no, boys and girls. This is my nose, and I used it for an eye. Ah! I'll use this one for a nose. All right, I'm going to use my black marker to make this nose. Ooh. This one has some lines on it that kind of look like big old nostrils anyway, so I'm going to use those lines. Oh, this is funny. This is going to make a silly, silly face. I don't know. not sure that really looks like a nose. I'm going to turn it over and do something different. That's, you know, when you're making some art or drawing something and you don't like the way something looks, you can turn your paper over and start over. That is okay. There's a nose. I kind of like that nose. All right, nose done. Should I try to put some color inside that nose? I don't know if, maybe pink. Let's see if it shows up. A little bit. We'll put some pink in there. Now, if you want to use these outside to play with, be sure you bring them in, or have your mom or dad spray them with some clear spray paint so that all of your artwork won't come off. But if your artwork comes off, you can always draw it back on because you know how now. All right. So, ooh, my white is dry. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to draw around my teeth. Wow, I drew a lot of teeth. Do you guys have a lot of teeth in your mouth? Have you ever counted your own teeth? You should do that sometime. Okay, now that looks pretty funny. I'm going to fill in around those teeth. And now I need lips, don't I? Well, what color should the lips be? Look at all these different kinds of reds and pinks and purples I have. I think I'm going to use that one. Do you guys ever kind of hum while you're drawing? I do all the time. I hum a lot. I like to sing, so I hum a lot. I think these lips need to be bigger. Oh, yeah, that's what we needed. What do you think? That looks silly. Okay, we're getting closer, aren't we? We have teeth and lips for the mouth. We've got a nose, and now let's I'm going to save the eyes for last. Let's do the ears. Okay. So, this one is kind of shaped like an ear. So, for an ear, you draw a big arc, kind of like the letter U, and then you put a little piece on the bottom. But however you draw your ear, that'll be great. As long as you say it's an ear, that's good. I'm going to use this one for the ear. Here's an easy ear. you make the letter C, only it's going to be backwards here. And you put a dot in it. Here's an ear. Let's see. I'm going to put an earring on my ears. Just little pretty blue earrings. Okay. All right. Eyes. Now, my eyes are blue, so I'm going to make my eyes for my rocks blue. And I'm drawing a circle inside my eyeballs. This part of your eye is called an iris. I keep forgetting that you're over there. And, okay, are my eyes done? No, they're not done. They don't have any eyelashes, and they don't have that black spot in the middle. That black spot in the middle is called your pupil. So, I'm going to outline my eyes, and there's some eyelashes. I always wanted big, long eyelashes, so I'm going to give myself big eyelashes. And you have eyelashes under your eyes, too. Woo! This rock is pretty rough, so my eyelashes aren't turning out as good. But you know, this is just silliness, so it's okay. I need some more blue right in here. All right, so we have eyes, but we don't have any eyebrows. Oh my goodness. Where's my black pen? Eyebrows. All right. Nose, mouth, ears. Now, if you draw your ears this way, you could have your ears work on either side of your face. Look at that face. What if... Oh, I'm going to make some other eyes. I've got 2 more rocks. No, ooh. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a mad mouth. I tell you what, boys and girls, I've had mad mouth over this whole you can't go out and do anything that we've been having for a while. I had frowny faces because I miss my friends. And if you make a bunch of different mouths and eyes, you could use it to tell your family how you're feeling. If you're feeling angry, you could make an angry face instead of being mean to people. And if you're sad, you could have your rocks tell your family why you're sad. This poor marker is never going to be the same. I don't know. I think this mouth looks a little more sad than angry. What do you think? But it could also look happy or sad. I'm going to give it lips to make it only one way, because we already have a happy mouth. All right. There you go. Rock faces. You can make a lot of different eyes and noses and mouths and ears and just have fun mixing and matching your rock faces. So, summertime rocks. I'm so glad you guys have been with me today. It is about time for us to stop. And I probably will not be here next week because we have June Zoom camps at the Community Arts Center. So if you're interested in having something fun to do in during the month of June, go to caccc.org. That's CACCC.org. And go to the art education page and see all the fun things that we have. Some are for anybody that has internet, and some are for kids that are in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. I'd love to have any of you with us. So check it out and tell me if that's something you'd be interested in. This is Jen at the Community Arts Center. And as always, be kind. God bless you. Bye-bye.